Hey everyone, my name's Avila, and in this video we're going to walk through every achievement you need for the new Veilstrider title. The Veilstrider title comes from earning the feat of strength called Back from the Beyond, which is designed to cover pretty much the entire expansion's worth of content for Shadowlands, so there's plenty to keep you busy. Since this achievement is a feat of strength, it won't show up in your achievement pane unless you've already earned it. However, there is a script you can run in your chat window to track your progress on this as if it were a regular achievement. I will leave the script in the description below for you to copy and paste into your game. One of the achievements you need to progress towards your Veilstrider title is the more meta achievement called Walking in Memphis. I have a guide available on my channel that will walk you through every step of this achievement, so be sure to check that out if you still need to check this off your list. I will leave a link in the description below. As for the rest of the achievements, they cumulatively cover many different aspects of the Shadowlands expansion, so let's break the achievements down into categories: Raids, Dungeons, Covenants, Korthia, Zereth Mortis, and Torghast. Let's start with Raids, as this is very straightforward. You need to have defeated every boss in each of the 3 Shadowlands raids, so that's Castle Nathria, Sanctum of Domination, and Sepulchre of the First Ones. This can be done on any difficulty, including LFR. If you're completing this achievement during Season 4 of Shadowlands, I would assume that Fated difficulty also counts towards this achievement. Next up, for Dungeons, you need to have completed each Shadowlands dungeon on Mythic or Mythic Plus difficulty to earn the Myths of the Shadowlands Dungeons achievement. This includes both wings of Tazavesh. Secondly, for the Fake It Till You Make It achievement, you need to defeat Solia in Tazavesh after being caught using your forged credentials on Mythic difficulty. This is the hard mode version of Tazavesh, and the dungeon will not be split in half. You will have to complete it from beginning to end. It's always worth noting that the hard mode of Tazavesh is not like the Tazavesh you run on Mythic Plus. Each boss will have additional and/or more difficult mechanics, but it shouldn't be too difficult nowadays. On the plus side, you will earn the Tazavesh Gear Glider mount for completing hard mode Tazavesh. If you're not sure how to initiate the hard mode of Tazavesh, I will leave a link to a step-by-step guide that will show you how to get your passably forged credentials. The Covenant segment of this achievement is quite extensive and may take you some time to complete if you've not done some of the heavy lifting already. Let's start with the easier and quicker achievements so you can check them off your list straight away. Dead Men Tell Some Tales is the achievement you get for completing all 4 Covenant campaigns. This is simple enough to complete by following the campaign questline from beginning to end, and they shouldn't take you too long to complete. Just remember to pay attention to the quest icons on your map. The exclamation marks with a shield looking icon are your campaign quests. Other exclamation marks will just be side quests that you don't necessarily need to worry about for this achievement. Renown requires you to reach Renown level 80 with all 4 Covenants. Renown is super easy to get nowadays, especially with the Broker Mark of Distinction, an item you can purchase next to the Flightmaster in Oribos for 500 gold, as this will increase your Renown with your currently active Covenant to level 60. If you play multiple characters and one of them is closer to Renown 80 with a specific Covenant than the other, don't worry, as this achievement has account-wide progression, meaning that you can reach Renown 80 on any character and the progress will still be counted. You don't have to do this entire grind on one character. Sanctum Superior is the next Covenant achievement, and all you have to do for this is to fully upgrade all 4 of your Covenant buildings, so that's your Transport Network, Anima Conductor, Mission Table, and your Covenant special feature, which are Path of Ascension for Kyrian, Abominable Stitching for Necrolords, the Queen's Conservatory for Night Fae, and the Ember Court for the Venthir. You only need to have upgraded 1 Covenant in this way to earn the achievement, so check which Covenant you have the most upgrades on and finish that one if you haven't done so already. Having said this, you will need to have your other Covenant buildings mostly fully upgraded in order to complete the next Covenant achievement we're going to talk about in a moment. If you're starting from nothing, you will need 64,000 anima and 243 redeemed souls to unlock every upgrade you need for this achievement. Lastly, we have the Shadowlands Dilettante, which is by far the biggest and most time-consuming Covenant achievement. For this achievement, you need to complete each of the Covenant special feature achievements: Pursuing Loyalty, the Path of Ascension achievements for Kyrians, Things to Do When You're Dead, the Abominable Stitching achievement for Necrolords. Mush Appreciated, which is for reaching Exalted Reputation with Marasmius for Night Fae. And Be Our Guest, the Ember Court achievement for Venthir. Let's start with the Kyrian achievement, Pursuing Loyalty. To complete this achievement, you should only need your Path of Ascension upgraded to rank 2 or 3, but you can fully upgrade it if you would like to make it even easier. Speak with Apollon in Elysian Hold to begin the quest chain to get started with Path of Ascension. You get the achievement for defeating the following 8 memories on Loyalty difficulty: Calistine, Ecthra, Aldurin and Mynir, Numenuru, Craven Corinth, Splinterback Nightmare, Thrantiok, and Mad Mortimer. This achievement shouldn't take you too long compared to other Covenant special feature achievements such as Necrolord or Venthir. To get started with the Necrolord achievement, Things to Do When You're Dead, you'll need to first make sure you've unlocked at least rank 1 of your Abomination Factory. Then you'll have a few quests to do before you can get started with Abominable Stitching. More features of Abominable Stitching will be unlocked as you've purchased further upgrades. Abominable Stitching quests start with Wraithen, who you can find in the Seat of the Primus. Follow the Abominable Stitching questlines and continue to make new abominations and upgrade your factory further until you've crafted every possible construct. Each construct will offer you quests which you need to complete to earn more crafting materials such as malleable flesh and superior parts. You will also be required to craft a whole host of accessories too, and then you will have completed the Necrolord special feature achievement. The Night Fae have a much easier task. Mush Appreciated is the achievement you need to complete, and it is earned by reaching Exalted with Marasmius. To unlock Marasmius, you need to have your Night Fae transport network fully upgraded to rank 3, and then follow the questline Silence in the Stalks to have access to Marasmius from the heart of the forest. All you need to do from there is complete his daily quests, which should give you a total of 1500 base rep each day. Finally, for the Venthir, you need to complete the Be Our Guest achievement, which asks you to host all of these guests at your Ember Court. Since this achievement is fairly long and arduous, remember that you don't technically have to perform well during each Ember Court scenario. You get credit for this achievement just by having each guest present. No one said they have to enjoy themselves. You can AFK during Ember Court until the scenario ends if you don't want to play it properly. Another handy tip to note is that each guest fits into one of the 4 slots on your RSVP list. So if you're trying to spawn a particular guest, make sure you check which RSVP slot they correspond to. Slot 1 can have Crypt Keeper Kasir, Plague Deviser Marileth, Chufa or Seeker. Slot 2 can have Stonehead, Droman Alioth, Grandmaster Vol, and Clea and Pelagos. Slot 3 can have Rendell and Cudgelface, Alexandros Mograine, Hunt Captain Corain, and Polemarch Adrestes. And slot 4 can have the Countess, Baroness Vash, Lady Moonberry, and Mechanicos. These slots unlock with the relevant upgrade level of your Ember Court, i.e. rank 1 unlocks slot 1, rank 2 unlocks slot 2, and so on. So this achievement only requires level 4. You can upgrade to rank 5 if you would like to, but this only offers a happiness boost to your guests, and as we said before, this achievement only requires your guests to be present. You can invite guests by completing their respective RSVP quest. Each RSVP quest for a specific guest appears on the map according to the guest's main zone. So for example, Clea and Pelagos are Kyrian NPCs, so you will find their RSVP quest in Bastion. There are very in-depth guides on Wowhead covering each of these Covenant special features if you need help with anything you're stuck on. The next achievement is called On the Offensive, which takes place entirely in the Moor and requires you to complete special objectives during each of the 4 Covenant assaults. The currently active Covenant assault will be displayed on your map with the Covenant's logo. If you hover over the icon, it will show you how much time is left until the next assault is active. You will see 2 different Covenant assaults each week. One that begins on your region's reset day, and the second one beginning halfway through the week. This achievement only requires you to have completed 4 of the 9 achievements in the list, but they are all more or less the same in terms of difficulty. That is to say, not very difficult at all. I would recommend the following 4 achievements as I believe these are the quickest and easiest. United Front, a Sly Fox, the Zovol Shuffle, and Up for Grabs. United Front is the achievement for simply completing each of the 4 Covenant assaults in the Maw. You don't have to do anything special, just fill the progress bar and defeat the final boss. When the Kyrian assault is active, you can complete the achievement called a Sly Fox by interacting with Orator Chloe near Xandria and the rest of the friendly NPCs. She will give you the sharp-eyed buff that will allow you to see small illuminated footprints on the ground that will lead you to Sly's hiding place. Follow the footprints to reach Sly and then interact with him to gain progress on this achievement. Do this 3 times to earn the achievement. Completing this achievement will also reward you with Sly as a companion pet, which you will find in your mailbox. The other achievement you can complete during the Kyrian assault is called the Zovol Shuffle, which you can earn by dancing near 5 different forges in Zovol's Cauldron while holding a Maw-proof parasol. Pick up the quest called the Ember Court at the start of the Kyrian assault, and then take a parasol from Gubbins who can be found at the main hub of the Kyrian assault, along with Theatar, Xandria and the other NPCs. Dance at each of the forges in the area while you have the Maw-proof parasol buff active. The 4th achievement is available during the Necrolord assault and it's called Up for Grabs. You need to open 10 Maw-sworn caches during this assault to earn the achievement. Many can be found along the top of the walls surrounding Perdition Hold, which you'll need to use grapple points or special jump toys to reach. If you've completed these 4 achievements, you will have earned the On the Offensive achievement. The next achievement is much simpler and is the only achievement to take place in Korthia. Chains of Domination is the achievement for completing the 9.1 Korthia campaign, which you can start in Oribos with the quest, The First Move. Simply follow the 9 storylines from beginning to end to get this achievement. The next couple of achievements are completed in Zereth Mortis, the 9.2 endgame zone. Just like Korthia, you will need to complete the Zereth Mortis campaign on 1 character to earn the achievement Secrets of the First Ones. The Zereth Mortis campaign starts with the quest Call of the Primus. The second Zereth Mortis achievement is the zone meta achievement called From A to Zereth. Dune Dominance is the achievement for completing the 3 special rare encounters in the Sands area in the north of Zereth Mortis. Occasionally while you're in the zone, you will see an emote pop up in your chat window to alert you that one of the special encounters is about to start. It gives you a couple of minutes to make your way there before the rare becomes active. The rare elite will be one of 3 and you will need to kill each of them to get the achievement. Iska, the Outrider of Ruin, Ireva Damaris, and Reanimatrox Marzan. For the Cypher of the First One's achievement, you need to have finished researching all Metriel, Alic, Delic, and Trebalim ciphers on your Cypher research console, which can be found in Firim's Cave in Exile's Hollow. There's more information on how to farm the ciphers of the First Ones, as well as tips and tricks over on my guide for setting up an ult in patch 9.2, which I will leave a link in the description to if you need any extra help. The biggest thing to note here is to purchase the improvised cipher analysis tool from Olia Manu outside Firim's Cave to permanently increase your ciphers earned by 50%. You also need to reach Exalted with the Enlightened in Zereth Mortis as part of this meta achievement, which can be done by completing world quests and killing rares in Zereth Mortis, as well as your once per week kill of Antros, the world boss on Antecedent Isle. Daily quests in Zereth Mortis do not give Enlightened rep. Treasures of Zereth Mortis is the achievement for looting every hidden treasure in Zereth Mortis, which can be tracked on your map with the help of add-ons such as Handy Notes or Tomcat's Tours. Especially now that we are able to fly in Zereth Mortis, this shouldn't take too long at all. Adventurer of Zereth Mortis requires you to kill every rare in the zone, which will also be marked on your map with Tomcat's Tours. The Wowhead front page has a small daily list of notable rares that are available each day in Zereth Mortis for encounters such as Vitian, Helmix, Hadian, Akaris, and more. If you have Tomcat's Tours installed, the stars that signify the rares in the zone will glow red when they are currently active, so keep your eyes peeled. Finally, you need to craft 5 protoform synthesis creatures using either the Pet Forge or the Mount Forge. When you first unlock the Mount Forge, you will be given the materials to craft Death Runner, so you have a freebie to make from the get-go, but the rest you will have to farm for. This farm includes Genesis Motes, a crafting material that can most easily be farmed in this area by the Engulfer rare spawn, where all the Devourer portals are. Join a group or list one of your own and kill Devourers to get your Genesis Motes. In my experience, you can usually gather around 800 to 1000 Genesis Motes per hour. The rest of the materials vary depending on the mount or pet you wish to craft. I will leave a link to the Wowhead Protoform Synthesis guide in the description for you to check out and choose which Protoform Synthesis creatures you want to make next. If you've done all that, you will be rewarded with the Zereth Mortis Meta Achievement from A to Zereth. The sixth and final category of achievements needed for your Back from the Beyond feat of strength awaits you in Torghast. Firstly, you need to have completely filled out the Box of Many Things ability tree to finish the achievement called Many Things. You can earn Tower Knowledge by completing regular Torghast wings and spend them on the Box of Many Things to buff your subsequent Torghast runs in a variety of ways. Tower Knowledge cannot be obtained through Twisting Corridors or the Jailer's Gauntlet, as these versions of Torghast deactivate the Box of Many Things entirely. The last achievement is the Torghast Meta Achievement called Tower Ranger. Firstly, you need to complete every wing of regular Torghast on layer 16, the highest possible difficulty. Next, the same will need to be done for Twisting Corridors layer 8, as well as the Jailer's Gauntlet layer 4. This was reduced down from layer 8, so it's much more achievable, but it can still be tricky depending on the class and spec you play and whether you're running it solo or in a group. Next, you need to have completed the Adamant Vaults layer, which appears at the end of any regular Torghast run on layer 9 or higher, as long as you have, firstly, learned the Adamant Vaults on your Box of Many Things, and then secondly, finished your Torghast run with a score of 200 or higher. Lastly, the Master of Torment is a Torment or Blessing specific achievement, meaning that they can only be completed when their respective Torment or Blessing is active on your Torghast run. Avenge Me requires you to kill an elite with 10 stacks of Vengeance while the Avenger Torment is active. Rampage requires the Rampage Blessing to be active, and you must maintain maximum stacks of the Rampaging buff for 30 consecutive seconds. No Doubt requires you to kill the end boss without ever killing or interrupting the Mawsworn Doubtcaller while the backup Torment is active. Finally, while the Claustrophobic Torment is active, you need to be under the effects of claustrophobia for 30 consecutive seconds. And that is how you earn your Veilstrider title. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this video useful, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate your support. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more from me in the future, and I will see you again soon. Bye!